The sort of night we saw from him, that level of accuracy, the ability to move the pocket, the ability to scramble and create extra opportunities for his receivers downfield. I'm extremely encouraged by this, but I hope Brian Schottenheimer, who showed last night he's more than prepared to not only be a head coach, but to be a play caller again in this league, I hope he walks into that meeting disappointed, because their level of expectations should be raised in going into next week, and he should coach that way, making sure he points out all of the miscues that led to that loss.
If the Cowboys get Dak Prescott for the season, the one that they got last night, this would be a top 10 offense, and this would be a playoff contending football team. Yep. You know, watching that team play last night makes you even a little bit more frustrated with the Micah trade, because you sit there and go, this team's a playoff team with Micah Parsons. And so I think a lot of the points I agree with RC. Dak was very impressive. I think the interior part of their offensive line is impressive, but again, you have to caveat no Carter. Carter's a game wrecker. The team looked prepared. That was often an issue for the past couple seasons. Like, oh, they're not prepared. Defensively, I thought they were sound. The problem with their defense is, as of right now, they don't have a game wrecker. They don't have a game record. They have a couple, like,
I'm so surprised,
scheme attention guys. Trayvon Diggs is a guy as a quarterback you just have to have a tremendous amount of respect for. But the defense is solid. At least last night it was. They don't have a game record. Those teams in the playoffs, they are game records. They've Aiden Hutchinson,
Jalen Carter,
Vita Vea. So these
Jared
teams,
Verse.
they got game records, game changers. The Cowboys don't have that defensively, and so that's the only thing that gives me hesitation. I thought the offensive line protection was very good as well. They protected Dak more last night than they did quarterbacks all last season. So, I think I thought the Cowboys were like a fringe playoff team before the Parsons trade, and then maybe felt a little bit less. I'm more encouraged by what I saw specifically, but I think it all starts and ends with Dak Prescott.
Stephen A., how did your expectations change for the Cowboys this season after what you saw last night?
They haven't really changed. I mean, listen.
Do you think they're a playoff team?
I think they can challenge for one. I still see them in third place in the NFC East.
So out of the playoffs.
So again, out of the playoffs or one of the last ones in, because they ain't winning the division. Okay, and I don't think they're going to finish ahead of the Commanders.
Please don't tell me you're going to let them get away with that.
Let them get away with what?
What, that they're not going to win the division?
Do you have them as a playoff football team, yes or no?
No. Okay, I don't. I'm not going to be like you, though. You know what? I really think that.
Last
hold on. No, we're going to hold this man accountable. Oh my goodness.
You CeeDee Lamb.
Excuse me.
Did anyone else? I don't want accountability. I don't want accountability.
I see you weren't here when this man said Dallas Cowboys really got a chance. I mean, there's only like 7 or 8 teams better than that. That's what he said. It's the all-time quote. It's the all-time quote. It's like 7 or 8 teams. They gave the names of the teams. But
he also says there's like 15 elite quarterbacks.
That is really, they really have a chance. That's how I look at them. So you are never going to be in a position to hold me accountable about the Cowboys. Having said that, Dak Prescott looked pretty damn good last night. Yeah. I know I believe in CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and what they can bring to the table, and Ferguson's no joke either. So I look at it from that standpoint, but what's going to get in their way? Jerry Jones. Because you let go of Micah Parsons, and we're going to be talking all year long about what their defense is lacking at some point. Brian Schottenheimer is a guy that you can root for.
Yep.
When you hear his story, it's like this. Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. I hope he does well. I mean, even at the expense of the irritating fan base, you understand, and get on my last nerves. I mean, it would be nice.
To be honest, you hope he does well, but not too well.
That's true.
That's
true. Yeah. I want him to, go ahead and get to the playoffs. Go ahead and be competitive. Don't win no damn conference championship game. Don't win no damn Super Bowl. As long as you don't do that.
Can we pull up the schedule? I want to see how many. Let's count the wins.
Let me count the ways.
Let's pull it up.
Let's go. Okay. They lost last night, like I thought.
Let Dan pick the wins.
So, all right. So lost last night, 0-1.
He's too nice.
I'm gonna put him at 1-1. I'm gonna put him at 1-2. I'm gonna put him at 1-3. I'm gonna put him at 2-3.
Wow.
I'm gonna put him at
3-3.
So you got them losing at Chicago and against Green Bay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put him at 3-3. I'll put him at 3-4. I'll put him at 3-5.
Getting ugly.
I'll put him at 4-5. 4-6.
He's not being too nice.
4-7. 4-8. 4-9. 5-9. I'll put them at 7-10, 8-9.
Well, that means they're not a playoff team, then, Dan.
And you have them finishing third too?
Yeah. But here's what the Dallas Cowboys can't do. They can't go throw the Chris Canty party. right? The thing that Chris Canty was talking about, that even when we're losing, it feels like we won the Super Bowl.
Sure.
They can't be in the building today talking about all the things they did great. They don't get to look at the game and say, hey, Jalen Carter wasn't there and we played well and we're going to do this every week. They got to look at it and say, you know what? Jalen Carter wasn't there. We can't rely on our interior being this good every single week because we didn't play one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer does have to hold people accountable. The CD Lamb, say, CD, you got to make that play. CD, not only do you have to make that play, I know you can make that play.
Yeah.
Dak, we got to get this from you every single week. There has to be a level of expectation that's raised in the building. They don't get to think about themselves the way we do.
Yeah, and I also think it's like you're not going to play against teams often that have 9 defensive penalties for 100+ yards and 3 or 4 of them give you first downs. That's not going to be a consistent thing either.
But this guy does deserve some flowers because he said it's going to be a good season for Dak Prescott. He expected Dak to take a step forward and to play well, and we all agreed that he did last night.
We'll hold him accountable to that.
A step forward? Is it really that hard? The man missed 9 games last year, and it wasn't looking that good before he missed the 9 games. It's not big deal for him to take a step forward.
He missed 9 games.
Did he look good last night?
Hold on, let me finish. I said he missed 9 games last night and didn't look that good before he got injured. But prior to that, the man won back-to-back 12-win seasons. We know he could ball in the regular season. He's 30 games over 500.
What's that
What do you want, a cookie? You want a cookie, RC?
Like kiss you and tell you
want a cookie?
Something like that.
That's
him. Can't pee on my back. He told me
this guy ultimately.
This dude here will not.
He won't.
You just can't accept nothing good for nobody, bro.
That's not true.
You're such a hater.
That's very offensive.
That's very offensive. No matter.
I'm actually a very kind person. You understand? You're not telling the truth about me. I'm a very nice man.
Really?
I'm a very, very, very nice man. I just tell the truth. It's still true. That's all. That's true.
Skinny Stephen A, he be acting totally different. No,
I know. He's brand new.
I'm gonna say this.
Brand new. We won't talk about the other changes that have come recently where he's extra brand new.
Mo, listen, Molly, I've never seen this man's arms out as much as we see him now.
Look good.
I know.
Hey, you know what he checked him on
this morning? Has that not been an improvement? Come on, now.
You know what he checked him on this morning?
I relate to Dak Prescott. He ain't know where to go but up.
Bro, he walked into the catwalk. Hey, remember? Hey, so he walked into the studio first, right? He walked into the studio. He walked into the studio like Urkel. Right, when he first walked in, he said like Urkel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, he walked in like that.
That was before
Then they put the camera on him.
They
put the camera on, they gave him that mic. You know that left one? Then he hit it right here.
Do the wave.
And then he waved to Brandon, and all Brandon was telling him to do was walk to the desk. He hit Brandon with the open hand. And then he
dragging the feet.
Bro,
exaggerating.
Teddy Bruschi, who never lies, goes, his walk did change. He said,
now, modern-day Zoolander's calling me out. Who's the fashion that this dude? Have you seen this dude? Have you seen RC? Do you see RC on Instagram? And he going like this. RC is like this. This is RC. There's always a stop. And just check this out. This is you.
Hey, can I be clear? My jacket be unbuttoned.
Am I lying?
Did you go somewhere with Steve Harvey recently?
You know what I'm saying?
Did you and Steve Harvey take a trip together somewhere?
No, I met him in Abu Dhabi.
You met him in Abu Dhabi.
Right.
He said you was waving to people in Abu Dhabi.
Because they were waving at me.
He said nobody was waving. We just talked about it.
That's not true.
I just talked to Steve Harvey. He said y'all was over there.
When I arrived in Abu Dhabi, there was a slew of people waiting.
See, the people don't know you.
That's not true.
It's Abu Dhabi.
I promise you, that's not true. I swear to you, that is not true. In Dubai and Abu Dhabi, trust me on that. Trust me.
Okay, this is just a lot.
I'm just saying.
Humility.
I know.
You know?
I know.
You know,
trying to do the right thing.
Molly, RC's not the one. Do you see him?
Yeah.
Saying the rosary.
You see me going into a game. You see me going into a game. RC got stuff on him going to a car service. What are you? Come on now. I mean, RC is. Excuse me. Who's the one with the emblem on the color? Me.